These are my most confident picks for UFC Fight Night. Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker, boys. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. As always, I gave you guys 5 of my most confident picks. If you tuned in last video, that video is about to hit 1K. You seen what happened last video. All the locks of the card hit. We had Islam, BSD, Prates. We had Tsarukyan, I think. I don't even think we said Tsarukyan. We had everybody cashed out. Everybody cashed out. I think we have Fatima Klein in there. Go ahead and check that video. And hopefully you guys enjoy this most confident pick series. I'm thinking also adding in some current events to the channel, talking about what's happening in the MMA world. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. But without further ado, let me give you guys the most confident picks on this card. If you guys want a more in-depth breakdown, go ahead and check the full card predictions. And we're starting off strong. Give me Arman Tsarukyan. Give me Arman Tsarukyan. He's one of my more confident picks. Dan Hooker struggles with wrestlers, and even though he has really good takedown defense, he struggles with wrestlers, bro. And that's really it. You know what I'm saying? I think Arman Tsarukyan has better BJJ if he had to use it. I think Arman Tsarukyan has better wrestling. I don't think he has better striking. Like, who's more gritty of a fighter? Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker is never gonna quit. He's really entertaining. He's a crash out. We literally seen that. Everybody knows that one clip. He's like, I love this shit. I love this shit, boys. I love it. He's cracked up. Like, well, what? You know what I'm saying? But he did get robbed. I mean, he did lose that Gamrot fight. A lot of people had Gamrot winning. I had Gamrot winning. It was pretty obvious. But I get it. I guess you could say Dan Hooker was inflicting more damage. But I did have Gamrot winning that fight. I think they gifted Hooker that fight because I think Hooker is more entertaining. We were supposed to see Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker, but I think Dan Hooker pulled out. He'd been dealing with a lot of injuries. That's another thing. Dan Hooker's dealing with injuries. So I just think Arman, even though he stood, he took 17 months out the cage, I think he's going to come in. He's rested. His back pain is healed from the Islam Makhachev pullout. So I think that's going to benefit him in this fight. So I'm going Arman Tsarukyan as one of my more confident picks. Now, call me crazy, but I'm going Volkan Ozdemir as one of my more confident picks on the card. A lot of people are talking about Alonzo Mainfield this, Alonzo Mainfield that. I never really thought Alonzo Mainfield was good for him, bro. And it's just the eye test. It is really just the eye test. Like, if you see Alonzo Mainfield fight, I don't think he's that good. I think he's kind of sloppy. I think he leaves himself open to be hit. And I'm not saying Volkan Ozdemir is the most strongest guy in the world, but he does have that grappling in his back pocket. And unlike Umar Sy, who just crotch sniffed Alonzo Mainfield, and that's why he lost that fight, I don't think Volkan Ozdemir is going to be crotch sniffing Alonzo Mainfield. So with that being said, I like Volkan Ozdemir in this fight. I think he's going to come out here. I think he's going to shoot some takedowns. I think he might even find a sub. I don't think Alonzo Mainfield's takedown defense is like that highly rated, in my opinion. I don't think it's that good. I think it's decent. And I think Umar Sy really messed up in that fight because he would get a takedown, and he was working so hard for a takedown. It's like, bro, mix it up, open him up on the feet. Alonzo Mainfield can't be hit. So give me Volkan Ozdemir to get it done. Another one of my more confident picks, Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Bro, Sergey Spivak, like, no disrespect, but I think Sergey Spivak's time is done. He's a good grappler, and I think that's where he could get Shamil Gaziev in this. But I feel like Shamil Gaziev just has the hype. He's home. He's in Qatar. And it's like, I'm finding more reasons to pick Shamil in this fight over Sergey Spivak. Sergey Spivak came off that Waldo Cortez loss, and there's no shame in that. Waldo Cortez is a really good fighter, and there is no urgency in Shamil Gaziev's striking sometimes, but I do feel like Shamil Gaziev is going to come out here, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he KOs Sergey Spivak. So just be on the lookout for a KO. I think that's definitely possible in this fight. Sergey, I think he can shoot better entries, if you know what I mean. And yeah, man, I don't know. I seen Sergey Spivak's old fights, and I think now he's just slowing down. There's not as much emphasis, really wanting to win, in my opinion. So I have Shamil the Blob Gaziev winning that fight. Now, another one of my more confident picks, boys, the fourth confident pick, Asum Abayev. We got to lock him in, of course. Asum Abayev, Alex Perez. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out this fight. But Alex Perez, man, he's another one of them fighters like Dan Hooker where he's kind of always dealing with an injury. And I just like Asum Abayev in this fight because I feel like Asum Abayev, he's been kind of fighting. I'm not really the who's who, but he's been fighting like these really good fighters. Like Jose Ochoa is a really good fighter. I think he's gonna show that soon. He went to a really, really close fight, I think, with Kavanaugh. And then he fought Asum Abayev. And Jose Ochoa is a good fighter, bro. But Asum Abayev was just getting the takedowns, man, and really won that fight. I think Asum Abayev, that Manel Cap loss looks really bad. But it's also because, like, bro, Manel Cap, I poked him 3 times and the refs didn't stop it. It's like, bro, Asum Abayev, like, I think Manel Cap is going to win regardless because Manel Cap is way too fast on the feet. But Asum Abayev could have made it probably a little closer. So, yeah, I'm going to go Asum Abayev to get it done here. Yeah, that's really it, to be honest. I think he's going to get the takedowns, probably get the control time, wrestle his way to a decision. And, of course, my last most confident pick, Abdul Rahman Yakayev. And his odds are absolutely cooked right now, but I have to add him into the most confident picks just because I do not know why they have Rafael Cerqueira fighting in big 2025. I don't even know why they have this guy fighting, to be honest. I have no idea. I didn't even know he still had a contract. And I mean that with all respect. I didn't even know Rafael Cerqueira had a contract, bro. I think Abdul gets a round 1 KO. He got a nasty round 1 KO in the Dana White Contender Series. KO'd the guy in 30 seconds. And I don't think this is any much different. Yakayev, powerful, explosive. And this has more to do with what Rafael Cerqueira hasn't done. And I'm also probably saying that last name wrong. But it's also like, bro, what has he done in the octagon? He has not done anything. He got KO'd in the fight against Ibo Aslan. He just moved back, got KO'd real easy. Cool, that's your first fight in the UFC. I get it. Second fight, Modestas Bukauskas. I get it. That's a tough fight. And he got slumped so bad. It was like a KO. He dropped his knees while on his feet. Then you verse Julius Walker, I think it was, which is like, bro, you can win this fight. Julius Walker's not like some killer. He lost that fight. And then we have Abdul Rahman Yakayev, a guy coming off the Dana White Contender Series, who just got a first round KO. And this is who you're going up against? I think he gets chinned really early in the fight. Let's just go over the last, the most confident picks, boys. We have Arman Tsarukyan, of course. We have Volkan Ozdemir. I like Shamil Gaziev in this fight. We have Asum Abayev, and we have Abdul Rahman Yakayev. As always, boys, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, we can clean sweep these most confident picks like we did last week. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and check out Winnable. The link will be in the description below if you want to get our bets for this card and every single UFC card. And we're out.